It's actually kind of funny, Jason. We were trying to do this early, and we end up just doing it essentially on time.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, well,
hilarious.
usually we try and do it on time, and we're a little bit late, so
Yep. Well, it's because I can't stop talking, and then next thing we know, it's like
forget to
we've
hit
covered.
record. We talk about
Uh-huh.
all the interesting stuff before we hit record.
Shit. That's been like the bane of my existence for years now. It's just getting into the conversation too early. So I guess it's just finding the balance between, do we start recording and then you join in and we just jump right into it, or
Just
do you
start
just
recording, and we'll just don't even tell me. I'll just jump in and start talking, and like
yeah, that's
whatever.
probably actually the best, yeah, because then it's like 1 hour exactly and then just done, move
That's when
on.
I get canceled because I'll jump on, not realizing we're recording. I'll say something I shouldn't say.
Holy shit. if if you Project Bodybuilding is a YouTube channel that Dylan was on last time with us. If you go and watch last night's live stream of the we did the 2010s recap, holy crap, was that unhinged. I mean,
Yeah,
wild comments, borderline slurs. I mean, it was getting like wild. So I'm glad it was on Dylan's channel, not mine. But it was a lot of fun. So if you guys, for all the 4 people watching right now, make sure you guys check out Dylan over at Project Bodybuilding. Also, Jason just posted his North Americans recap on his Instagram. So make sure you guys are following that. And that is Jason Lowe dash Broku.
Oh, you mean my YouTube? You said Instagram. YouTube?
Oh, YouTube. Yep, YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I just threw up it's just a few little clips from like vlog style from the whole week up there. Just a little bit of my clients, a little bit of workouts. Just recorded what I could, but it was a busy weekend or
Mm.
week. I was up there from Tuesday to Saturday morning. But
It was good though. I watched it.
thanks.
Definitely
Yeah,
highlighted your clients.
yeah. I mean, they brought their best. They looked the best they've ever looked. It just it was a tough show. You
Mhm.
never know who's going to show up and what the judges are going to want. My my guy there ended up third out of I think like 11 guys.
Okay, so pretty decent lineup.
I mean, look at this dude, man. He's 62 years old. Or he turns 62 next month.
Looks better than me.
I'm like, dude, if I would have brought that conditioning, I would have placed higher.
Right. How long has he been training?
He's been training for a while. I've been working with him for just 2 years now.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he gets a little like amped up on stage and forgets how to pose a little bit
Oh,
sometimes.
geez. Yep.
So, but we ran through his posing like crazy, and he did nail it better than normal. But he still was a little fast on some of the
Fast.
movements and stuff. Yeah,
From
but
your from a coaching point of view, like you pretty much see that in everyone essentially, right?
I do it myself.
Yeah. It's
I
it's
mean,
like
it's
natural.
tough. And I try and tell him, I'm like, dude, get up there and do like a 3 count with every pose, just so you
Mm.
can slow down and breathe. And then I do it myself too. I get up on stage and I get amped up and I kind of rush. I mean, they only give you like 20 seconds sometimes when you walk out there. So like you're into your second or third pose and they're like 10 seconds, and I'm like, oh crap, man, I still got so many poses I need to hit before. So it's like they kind of rush you on that first time you walk out there.
Right. Yeah, it's not meant to hit all the poses.
No, which with men's physique, I think it's fine. Like you got 2 poses, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but with bodybuilding, they give us like 30 seconds, and it's like, man, it's hard to hit every pose in 30 seconds.
Mm. Yes, absolutely. What's the strategy there? Just at least hit the front double, back double, or
Walk out and
whatever's your best shots.
hit your money shot right away. Your 2 best poses should be the first poses that you hit, and then you know If you don't have time to hit your worst pose, that's fine.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. And then you
Yeah,
had
and then
how many clients did you have? I know there was
I
a
only had a
lady that
couple
was
up there.
doing at the
Yeah, and
end.
then I had my figure client. Yeah, and she did the over 45 class, but she turns 50 next month.
Oh, wow. So
So
just
she was the
missed out.
oldest one in her class. Um, and I tried to talk her into waiting until she was 50 and doing a master's over 50, and she's like, I want to beat the young girls because she also did open, and she got
Okay.
fourth in open. She got fourth in the open too.
Wow. For open figure?
Yeah,
Holy cow.
yeah.
You don't hear that
So
often at all.
yeah, no, I mean she looked crazy. We could have filled her out a little bit more just because the only critique she got was that her glutes could have been a little tighter and just but I mean look, her quads are crazy.
Mm,
Yeah, I thought they were going to critique her and said she needed more lats because that's what I see. I think she needs a little more lats, but they just wanted all they told her was get the glutes a little tighter.
interesting.
So which the last time I brought her in peeled to the bone, glutes were freaking nasty, and they told her to fill out more. She was too
Oh,
lean.
yep.
So it's like we got to find that balance of, and it depends on the judges, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
It
Some
also
judges want
depends on who you're
full.
standing next to. She was
True.
one of the leanest ones up there, and sometimes that kind of sets you apart. Like this time I noticed not just in her class, but in multiple classes, they were rewarding shape more than they were rewarding condition.
Which is essentially what everyone's going with nowadays.
Yeah.
No,
So
that was the
like
big conversation
like
last night
somebody that had
was
just that genetic structure that fits figure perfectly, but they're not really in shape, they still bump them up higher.
mm,
Now, if they were completely out of shape, obviously they wouldn't. But like if they
yeah.
just weren't quite, they didn't nail it. They were a little like I saw one girl. One girl won. Maybe it was the over 35 or something like that, and didn't have a single line or separation in her legs.
Mm,
But she had the most amazing back I've ever seen in figure, probably. Crazy V taper, small waist. Her quads were huge, just not a single line of detail.
oh.
So,
How did
like,
she place?
she won.
Wow, really?
And she got her pro card. And her husband like ran over and like was like recording her right next to me whenever she was up there. And I looked over at him. I was like, dude, if she could get those legs tight, she could be unbeatable.
Yeah.
But like there was just not a single line at all, no detail. But her shape was phenomenal, and it
Well,
won.
I think people have been saying it for a long time. Shape can carry you.
Yeah, and I think
Mm.
sometimes at the amateur level, they'll reward potential
Yes,
a lot
you'd
more
have to think so. Yeah.
because they're like, okay, this girl has a pro level physique. If she can nail the conditioning, she's going to be a threat.
Yep. Yeah. You for the most part, do you think you can mostly fix conditioning, but you can't really fix shape?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can make it better by bringing certain areas up, but if you don't have the genetics, like there's some people like nobody's going to have Keon's shape. Like I can bring up my hamstrings, I can bring up my lats, I can bring. I'm never gonna have. Nobody's gonna have Keon's shape just by bringing up certain body parts.
Mm-hmm. And that's where someone like Nick Walker or I mean Derek has pretty decent shape, but Nick Walker specifically, he can't focus on shape. He has to focus on conditioning and just pure mass.
Yeah, but you see his last update he just posted? It was like
I
a
think so.
comparison from 5 weeks out of Pittsburgh to 6 weeks out from the Olympia.
His the bald look. Oh, the back shot.
Yeah, like look at the. It's just wild.
Yeah, I still can't get on board with the bald look. I really liked the hair. And I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo, but
Well, look at. I mean, you remember how nasty he looked at Pittsburgh,
yep.
and he looks way improved already as a week further out. That's crazy to
Yeah,
get to
I would
think.
agree. Yeah.
I mean, Derek's known for his back double bicep, but I think that destroys Derek's back double.
Yeah. Derek's that's where I always get lost is Derek has really good back shots. The glutes are insane, but I think Nick has probably. I think I heard someone say that Nick has the best hamstrings in bodybuilding right now.
His hamstrings, his bicep peaks, his shoulders, those like I'd say his back is about at least as good as Derek's almost, and then everything else is better.
Yeah, it's uh, who do you want to win? I guess is a good question for this year's Olympia. Like, who's your pick?
I still got Samson taking it.
Yeah,
I mean, his guest posing, everyone's saying that he looks downsized and stuff, but he was 6 weeks out. He's just flat. It's not like he's trying to peak for a guest posing. He looks way more conditioned than he ever has in 6 weeks out. So I would just say he's flat and really pushing for conditioning. He'll fill out, and hopefully he nails the peak.
hmm
But yeah, I'd still have Samson, but then I'd have Nick and Hottie battling for second.
okay. Hmm. Nick and Hottie. I don't hate that. So then Derek's in fourth.
Derek and
Well,
Martin,
someone's got to be there, you know.
Derek and Martin, Derek and Martin battling for fourth.
hmm This doesn't get me flagged. I don't know how sharing works, but yeah, this was.
Everyone else does it. I don't
That's what I'm thinking. Is like I keep seeing online, like everyone does this, like sharing stuff. You comment on it. You know,
I mean, I
Nick
think
Strength and Power is phenomenal. Does a great
that's
job.
that guest posing looks absolutely wild in my opinion. Like I don't know why anybody was criticizing that.
Yeah, I know Matt from Muscle Discord was saying that he looks smaller.
He's still probably 285 pounds there. You
Yeah,
know,
and he doesn't need to get bigger.
no, he needs the detail. He
The
just needs to
detail. Yeah.
make sure he has the balance of bringing the detail without like pushing so hard just to bring in shredded glutes that he starts losing other areas.
Right. Yeah.
Because I've seen that happen too many times. Where I've done it to myself, where there's one spot that just doesn't want to lean out as much as the rest, and you push so hard to get that detail that other areas start withering away.
hmm Right. He's not losing the title because his glutes aren't hard enough. It's going
Right.
to be a combination of everything. Is the lower back dug out? Do the hamstrings have, that detail that we're looking for? I feel
Yeah.
like
Like
that's the stuff
as
people are
long,
looking
as long
for.
as his glutes are shredded and lean, they don't need to have Derek striations.
Right. That's very much a Derek thing. Doesn't need to be everyone. Yeah, I'm just nervous because we haven't seen the Olympia committee or whoever you want to say, the powers that be. We haven't seen them give titles back yet, besides Jay in the last 20 years. So if
But I
you
think
play off,
a lot of things have changed. I can't remember what other might have been Nick Strength and Power. It might have been another podcast. I think it was Nick Strength and Power. We were talking about how you know there hasn't been a dominating person in a long time, and he was talking about how well, if they give it to Nick, does that mean that it's okay? It's not about shape anymore. They're like when they gave it to Sean Roden, everyone thought it was going towards the aesthetic shape, And I'm like,
Mm.
no, I think it's changed to where they literally are just rewarding whoever shows up best that day. You know, for a long time, you had to knock out the champ. But now I think they're really just giving it to the person that shows up the best on that day. You know, it's not
It'd be
about,
nice if that's true.
well, I mean, if you look at how it's been going, like, it seems that way. There hasn't been anyone that's just won just because they were already the champ.
Right. Yeah, they've been giving people, you get the title and then you almost immediately lose it the last, what, 6 years?
Yeah. Like, the only person that's, what, gotten it more than once was Big Ramy.
Yeah. He's not even in. I mean, there was like a little teaser that a fan put up of him 6 weeks
Yeah.
out, but it was like the forearm. Did you see
Yeah.
the forearm picture? Oh my god,
Yeah.
how silly! Uh, I I
It's
don't
going to be
think
an
he's.
exciting Olympia, that's for sure.
It will be exciting, yes, but I don't think we're going to see Big Ramy at
No,
this
I don't
year's
think so.
Olympia,
No. But it'll
nor
be
will we
exciting
see
with,
Kai
everyone
Green or
else.
any of those
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. Yeah. The king of
Mm.
teas. Teas.
Like, man, I'm still hurt over that guy because do you remember that post he had where he's like, something's gonna change or bodybuilding's gonna change, and then he moved to Columbus, and we're like, oh man, like is he gonna do a collab with the Arnold or something? And then it was a supplement company that he started. I've been following that company, and like just nothing happened with the
Yeah.
brand. Like no cool merch, no collabs. Like it was just like spark and then nothing. I'm a big Kai fan, and it was just really I was very much bummed out. So now I'm looking at this Morphin Nutrition. Ordered some T-shirts. I ordered the Max pre-workout. I was, I know you said like, hey, take a look at it. It looks kind of cool, but I was really surprised how in depth the products are. Like they have like a full line. For me, never hearing about them, they've
Yeah.
got everything you could possibly want from, like an enhanced point of view from bodybuilding, but then also just the basic stuff. They've got like mushroom coffee
Yeah.
powders, pre workouts.
Yeah. I use all their health supplements. I have the liver, the kidney, the heart. Like, I use all of their health stuff, which, it's great for anybody, whether you're taking, enhancements or not, like just for your
Exactly.
overall health.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really good formulated products, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I know some people that are within the company, and I know how well they like formulate their products, and I I trust them. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever
That goes a
can
long ways.
whatever can keep me healthy in this game.
Yep. Yep. I will say it looks like, oh, I should probably share just for a second because that was exactly what I was doing before we came online. Um, it looks like they did a rebranding.
They did it just recently.
Yeah. I mean,
They've just reformulated. And they're still reformulating some of the products that haven't been released yet, but
yep, I
they're
saw that.
reformulating everything and making them more potent, or you know better ingredients, have better dosage of all the ingredients. Yeah,
That it,
my buddy, I don't know if you know who David DeMosquita is. Dynamite D on Instagram. Yeah, he's a part of them and everything like that. And so like I've been friends with him for a long time. Went to his
yeah.
wedding. Like,
Wow, that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. We met back in 2016. We did nationals together.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, we've been friends ever since. And his wife actually coached my wife for a little while when she was having like hormonal issues and stuff. So
Hmm.
they're
That's
good people.
yeah, I'm in this weird spot for myself, like as a bodybuilding fan, bodybuilding journalist, all that stuff where I'm looking for like that perfect fit. And I think like we've always had good rapport and I've always enjoyed talking with you over the years. So that's why this show works so easy. And even like when I talk with Tonio, when we do the Monday Muscle Show, that one works really well too when he's available. And of course, all the Xavier, Mark,
Yeah.
all those crazy guys, all that stuff works. But
Yeah,
it's
it's not like you
finding that
get on to do a job. You're just getting on and
right.
chatting with
Well,
friends.
especially those guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's truly just bodybuilding fans talking. It always turns into something weird, as you saw last episode. It always
yeah.
turns into something weird. Um,
I was
but
like getting to the point where I was so tired, and I was almost deliriously like contributing weird stuff to the conversation.
yeah, you're like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
And then afterwards, you're gonna rewatch and be like, oh, I shouldn't have agreed to that.
yeah. Why did I say that? Why did I tell him about my second laptop?
Yes, very true, very true. Um, but yeah, with supplements, I think I've always had this like, and maybe this is what everyone does. I don't know if people are watching, if you've ever experienced this, but I don't know if it's called brand hopping or what it's called, but like, so Fuad comes out, Hostile Supplements, huge, groundbreaking, amazing, huge fan base, and then I'm sitting here in the corner. I'm like, well, I want to support that. I want to be part of that community. So like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy all that stuff. Or like I did that with Redcon. I bought hundreds of dollars of merch and supplements and stuff because I was like, I want to be part of this community. It's military friendly. It's bodybuilding centric. So it's like it's everything I want out of a brand. But then it's like that's where it stops. And I feel like I've been kind of in this weird loop for 4 or 5 years where I'm always looking for, what is that thing, like that perfect brand. And I don't know if this, the Morphogen, I don't know if Morphogen is going to be like the perfect brand for everyone in the world. I love the way the new branding looks. I'm not going to
Yeah,
lie. The shirts I ordered has the monogram logo where it's overlaid. That's awesome. I love that look. But yeah, I guess that's kind of like a thing is you're a professional bodybuilder, so you get paid to promote it as long as uh, as long as it's like an ethical decision. A lot
yeah,
of the guys get pretty lucky with picking a brand that they actually like and they get paid, which
yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any sponsor right now, but I was with Performex for the last 2 years, and the only reason I stopped working with them is because they were having a lot of issues with their manufacturer, and they weren't giving me any products to promote, and they were, just behind on a lot of things. But I had a long talk with the owner. I love their products. They just weren't doing anything as a company for a while there because of, they were switching to a new manufacturer, and they wouldn't release any products until they made sure that the new manufacturer made them the way they wanted them made and
Oh,
flavored them right. They're like, we're not going to put out a product. People are used to our flavors. We're not going to put out a product that tastes like crap. You know. So I had a long talk with the owner the other day though, and he wants me to come back to them. And he said, like, in the next month or two, they should have most of their stuff back in stock. They said in the next month or two they should have everything going smooth again, and start releasing new products like the basic lines of they're going to come out with the creatine and glutamine and all the basics and stuff too. And because I had a long talk with them a while ago, telling them I'm like, creatine's cheap, glutamine's cheap,
yes.
like, it's easy. You don't even have to flavor it, because you're probably going to mix it in with something else. I was like, but people when they go shopping for their supplements, they want to be able to get everything in one spot. You don't want to have to go here because you like the pre workout and then go over there because you want the creatine and then go over here because you want the protein. It's like people want to go on and be able to buy all the stuff in one spot, not have to pay shipping from 4 different places. So I was like, I talked to them a while ago. I was like, just come out with the basic stuff and you'll get more orders.
You will. And it also gets the people like, if you're trying to get into the brand but you don't want to spend $300 on everything, you can get a t-shirt, a shaker, creatine, maybe a protein or a pre-workout. You can get like kind of the essentials and just start there. Because
Yeah,
maybe you're a big Costco fan and you want to go and get the Optimum Nutrition or whatever
Rest.
else they have.
I hope not. Optimum Nutrition.
I'm
Like,
hoping people have moved on since that. I think we all
never, dude.
started with Gold
I've
Standard a
never
decade
liked it.
ago.
I tried it several times, and it was always like the worst tasting protein.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
hated it.
I loved the mint chocolate chip. The banana was underrated. No one gets loved the banana.
Never
Big
liked
banana fan.
Optimum Nutrition's protein. I don't know, but no. So anyway, like Performex, I'll probably like you were talking about, supplement company hopping from, just like you see athletes sponsor hopping and stuff like that. I I really like the guys that you see like with Animal and stuff like that. They've been with them for 15 years and they're solid with the company. I like that. And if I like the company, which I do like all of Performix's products, like the owner's a complete nerd when it comes to formulations. So like he always finds like the newest ingredients that are, you know, backed by science, that this is the newest best thing that will give you the best pump. We're gonna put that into it. Even if it costs a little extra to put it in there, we're gonna do it. So like I like the products, but it just the company was having some troubles getting everything going. But if they get everything going smooth again, I'll go back with them for sure. Because I like the thought of sticking with a company for the long haul, not
Hmm.
hopping around.
Right. Like that was the whole thing around Blessing, is he was jumping around, and Nick Walker, he was jumping around. Or little different, right? Regan Grimes, he jumps around a lot with coaches, which is,
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Well,
completely
and
different.
supplement companies. He's been with
Does he?
quite a lot of sponsors as well.
Oh, I don't even. I guess I've never even noticed that because
Oh
I'm just so
yeah,
blindsided by him always switching coaches, and
I think he
you
was
can
with
never.
he was with GAT for a while. Then he was with like
Oh
Yamamoto. Now
yeah,
he's with that
yeah, yeah.
ANS. Like,
I have no idea what this ANS is. I thought he was still with Yamamoto.
no, I've seen ANS. I guess is making a statement. They signed him. They've got Sergio. They've signed. I've never tried their products. I don't know anything about them really, but uh, they signed a bunch of people. I've been
Interesting.
seeing them. Everyone blasting them now. I've never tried them, so I
No,
can't
I've
really
I've never
say.
even heard of him. But the logo looks familiar. I mean, I'm not going to put it up.
I want to say the company must have done a rebranding or something. I feel like it's a company that's been around for a while, and I probably have tried them like years ago or something, and
Yeah.
now it's just rebranded.
Does AN stand for like atomic?
I have no idea.
Huh. I don't know. It's kind of weird when it says AN sups, but then it doesn't tell you what AN means. That makes you think like, okay, this thing's been around for a long time,
Yeah,
and that's like BSN. Like, what the heck does BSN stand for?
yeah, you got me there. But they've been around longer than most companies. I mean, who didn't take No Explode back in the day?
Right. Yeah. Everyone took New Explode.
The only pre workout that ever made me puke.
Oh wow. I took
Because it used to
something.
be there
I
used
don't
to be
know.
some kind of I don't know if it's still like this, but it was almost like carbonated. Do you remember like if you put it in
Yeah.
a shaker and shook it up, the
Yep.
lid would pop.
Yep.
And I
I do
would
remember
chug
that.
it and then hit a leg workout and I would run outside
Oh
and
God.
yeah, that would wreck me.
I do not miss. I guess I haven't done a hard leg day. I've been doing a lot of goblet, like I talked about when we started, like a lot of goblet squats, a lot of walking lunges. So it's like I'm doing stuff that like sucks, but it's not like barbell squat, Smith, hack,
Yeah,
leg press, all that stuff. It compresses the stomach for like, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
I'm not getting that kind of stimulus right now, so it's not. I'm not encountering that anymore.
yeah.
But I'm still dying. Like lunges still suck.
Lunges are brutal. I did
O-
Bulgarian split squats
o-
today.
overhead barbell squats or barbell lunges, that is like
Oh, screw
torture.
that.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Everything hurts.
I haven't done that in like 15 years.
There's no reason. It's absolutely no reason, but it's helping me with my others. It's like it's
Yeah.
supplemental, and
No,
mm,
I did Bulgarian split squats today on the Smith machine, and that wrecked me.
yeah. Did you do a little bit more reasonable weight this time?
No, should have, should
You
have.
about died on the last one.
I put a plate on each side for one warm up set, and then went straight to two plates, and then I'm like, why did I do that?
Mm.
I posted. That's the only thing I posted. Actually, of the whole workout, I just put it on my Instagram. It was just the split squats.
Yeah, I know I saw it, so I was like, oh, did he go easy or no?
No, I don't know how to.
It's
But
unless
I
you have
love
like,
that new machine I got. It's a
yeah,
new.
I saw the parts, but I didn't see you put it together. Is this the machine?
Yeah, it's a new one.
Oh wow, it does look nice, doesn't it? It's
It
got
will.
everything right there, right? It's got the cables for
Yeah, the old one had cables,
wow.
but it was plate loaded. Now this one's pin loaded, but if you look, there's a spot on top where you can add plates on top of the stack if the stack's not heavy enough.
Wow. Okay, kind of like a gym pin, but like
Yeah,
built
but
in.
it's like built in, and then like it comes with attachments to turn the front into a power rack too, if you want to do free weight. Um, yeah, it's got pretty much every attachment you can need. It's got an attachment for knee pads if you want to do lat pull downs. It's got
Mm.
a foot pad if you want to do seated cable rows.
Okay.
Pretty much got everything. Like yeah, I can do everything on that pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get into this situation pretty soon here because I'm moving to Texas very soon.
Yeah,
Very soon. Um, the gym there in town, I want to see if I can buy like partial ownership into the gym so
yeah.
that I can like work with the owner. The owner, he's like an old Venice Beach Arnold era guy that I never heard of, but he showed me pictures of him with Arnold and
Oh yeah,
Mike Menser. So it's like he was around them. Um, but I'm wondering if maybe we can upgrade the equipment a little bit because it is. I think I showed it a couple streams ago. It is
yeah.
a blast from the past kind of gym. It's very old school. Ooh, Chabat is in the chat. That's hilarious. This is one of Dylan's super subscribers.
Oh yeah. Thank you, man.
Keep forgetting his name. Todd. Todd's back in the chat. That's hilarious. That guy, Todd. I don't even think I have the super chat, the paying option on this, so please don't super chat us. Just send Jason the money directly.
Yeah.
Um, but that guy, he super chats the crap out of that show and just he gets all of his opinions said. So he's figured it out, you know. And welcome, Michael. Okay,
So
Michael Dougherty. Michael
yeah,
Dougherty
yeah.
Fitness. Yep, yep. I think we both actually know him. Cool. Um, yeah, I think I want to upgrade that gym, and I don't know too much about whatever the band Mikolo. I don't know much about Mikolo
Well,
Fitness.
it's more of a home gym type stuff. They don't make like commercial gym equipment.
Yeah.
So,
Well, this is
but
a kind of small gym where you could probably get away with a home
yeah.
gym setup.
Like that's commercial gym quality. It feels like the steel they made. The older version was not that I just got rid of, but this newer version, this it's higher quality steel, higher quality pulleys and cables. Like everything's much more durable. But in a home gym, it's me, maybe a couple of my clients come over and use it.
Very true. Yeah, you get to use it as for your clients as well.
But
That's probably a huge
I'm
plus.
not having a couple hundred people coming in and like tossing it around like a big commercial gym. You know?
That's actually a great point. I never thought about the wear and tear
Yeah.
because
So
I
it's
don't
like,
think that gym is going to see a lot of like volume in terms of like people. You might get like 30 or 40 people a day,
yeah,
but that's probably decreases the lifespan of the equipment, which
exactly. That's why like the commercial equipment makes a big difference when you got a lot of people coming in, and not everyone's going to treat it as nicely as you are.
very true, especially if you don't own it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I definitely took my equipment a lot softer during COVID I think we can say COVID nowadays. I don't know. But when I was doing my own garage training back in Kansas City, I definitely took it easy on that equipment. I was not dropping nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I already had to replace on my hack squat. I already had to replace the bearings because I took the stopper out so I could get a couple inches deeper.
yeah. Yeah.
But then whenever it bottomed out, the bearing was hitting the bottom instead of the thing hitting the safety stopper. And so I bent one of the bearings and it started grinding every time I went up and down.
Oh,
So
shit.
I already had to replace the bearings on that. So now I keep the stopper in there, the safety stopper, but I need to get like a couple rubber pads to put on the foot plate just so I can get a little more depth.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, how do you not do that again, but still
That's
get
what I
the
have to do
desired
at
outcome?
the gym I go to anyways, because their hack squat doesn't go deep enough for me. So they have a couple like pretty good sized square like rubber pads that are like an inch and a half thick each. I'll put two of them on there, and I can
Okay.
get nice and deep.
Do you think like squatting shoes would kind of work in a scenario like that with the heel, or
No,
is it not enough?
I need like 2 3 inches.
Yeah, that's what she said. No. I need an extra 2 or 3 inches. uh, there it is. First dick joke. Um, yeah, that's a great point. I would have never thought of needing the extra depth.
Well, I
Or
mean, for most people aren't going. Like my brother and his wife came over and worked out with me on leg day like a week or so ago, and they started going, and I was like, that wasn't a rep. They go again. They're still not doing a rep. I'm like, keep going, keep going, keep. You didn't nope, that wasn't a rep. And I'm like, it took like 3 sets before I finally got them to do a full rep. I'm like, now you found the bottom.
wow.
I'm like, most people probably are never gonna bottom the thing out, but you know, I go all the way down every single time. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, you're
knowing
training with
that
intention.
knowing that I want it to like last and not be slamming it or anything like that, using my home gym equipment makes me so much more controlled. Like I
Yes.
am very slow and controlled on the negative, so I'm like not slamming it.
Hmm. I agree. Thank you, Todd. You're an excellent fan of bodybuilding. Oh man, that's actually something I've never done. Do you sell your Broku shirts?
I do have. I need to get some more made, but I do still have some in the closet that I had printed up.
I'll do a
And
little trade with you. I'll send you that extra microphone I have if you can send
all
me a
right,
T-shirt,
yeah,
because we're going through packing right now and unpacking stuff, and I've got an extra microphone arm. I've got an extra Yeti, and I have an extra camera as well. Well, not a camera, like a webcam. So I
yeah,
just need to wrap all that stuff up and send it over
yeah.
with
I've
it
got it.
literally collecting
I can
dust.
send you. I've got some. I'll have to look and see what sizes I left, but I have tank tops and t-shirts.
Well, I'm not going to fill out the tank top as nicely as some of your clients, but I will. I'll do my best.
No,
Once
I
I'm lean,
plan
it
to.
won't look bad.
I actually talked to old school bodybuilding, and they were gonna work with me and make some new shirts and stuff, different
Yes.
design.
Okay. Yeah. What's the guy's name? I always forget the designer's name, but he does good stuff. They took care of me.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but yeah, we were gonna make a shirt. You know, that was kind of a silhouette of my classic physique to 212 to open,
Okay.
like final form physiques, and you know,
Yes,
say like my like slogan like beat your best on the back or something,
that'd be good.
something like
Yeah,
that. We hadn't quite figured out the full design yet, but just to like show the leveling up from
yeah,
classic to open.
that'll look good. I'm still waiting on. I've got some. What do you call it? Not Etsy. Fiverr. I've got some Fiverr designs in the works to get the cartoon caricatures of us for
Yeah.
the bodybuilding and friends logo. So we'll get some stuff done. Once I'm in Texas, it's going to be a lot easier because then I can
Yeah,
buy a heat press again. I can start making the stuff out in the garage and playing around with stuff. Here
nice.
in Texas in the RV, it's very limited.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, you should. We're we're emptying out a storage unit, loading up the truck, throwing out stuff we don't actually need, and getting real lean right now. So
I need to do
should be.
that even in my house. Well, like I told you, my wife's trying to like move this entire office one room over
Yep.
and
Yep.
then turn this into the spare bedroom, and then the spare bedroom into the office, which is just annoying. But I'm looking in the closet and I'm like, I don't think any of that stuff fits me anymore. Like I have a whole closet full of like nice clothes. I don't think anything fits me.
If it doesn't fit, man, get rid of it.
I know, but like we have an inversion table in this room too, and it
Mm.
sits right in front of the closet door. So I don't ever even go in the closet because I can't get. It's a pain in the butt get to it.
Oh wow. Yeah. Get you get. I think living in the RV has been a huge blessing because I only have 10 or 15 t-shirts. I've got like 5 button-up dress shirts, 5 slacks. Like it's super lean.
Well, between Scott giving me old school shirts all the time, and being sponsored by Iron Rebel, and
Yep.
then Performax would send me shirts. Ashley, Ashley's like, I think you've got more clothes than I do. I was like, I just have. There's just stacks of shirts like all over the place. I'm like,
I would not be very mad if I had a lifetime supply of Iron Rebel. That would be. I was so bummed out I missed out on the jerseys because I went to order some stuff this week and they're all sold out and I was like, damn, like they've probably been sold out for a while, but
yeah,
I got to keep my eyes on this Olympia because I'm sure they'll do a drop.
they're kind of refocused a little more on the powerlifting gear right now.
Yeah, probably.
So they haven't done any like shirt drops in a while. I hope they do release a few new designs like around the Olympia or something like that. That'd be good. But
Yeah.
I know right now they got to deal with like one of the powerlifting organizations, and they
Hmm.
uh, was trying to read the comment. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, definitely going open.
Yeah,
No more
staying
two
with open.
twelve.
It's too
Yep.
big. Yeah.
I'm not only too big, but I'm too tall for 212. So, uh, you know, I peaked 3 days post show after Texas at 227 was my best look.
Hmm.
So, yeah, no more 212. But yeah, anyways, Iron Rebel got some deal with one of the powerlifting organizations to like be at a lot of the meets and like do so they're focused a little more on like the actual lifting gear, the knee wraps and knee sleeves and elbow sleeves and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Which I use, the knee sleeves and the lifting straps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I told them I was like, I signed with you guys for the clothes. I'm not a power lifter. I love the lifting gear, but I'm not a
Hmm.
power lifter. I'd like some new shirt designs too.
Yeah. Can you, let's get some swag in here.
Yeah.
Hmm. I
So,
think
what do you think about the new point system for next
it
year,
isn't it interesting? It's full
dude?
circle, right?
Oh man, we so many of us were literally just talking about that and trying to figure out how we could make it so there's not so many people in the show. And then it's like they actually listen to us.
Well, we've been harping on it. I mean, as a community for what, 2 years, 3 years, and then they finally buckle and admit that they're wrong and make the change back to. It's not exactly the point system we had before, but it is a point
Get
system.
better. I like it better than the one we had before.
Hmm.
The one before didn't really limit how many people were in the show.
Right.
It just added an extra 3 people because it was the 3 people with the most points plus everyone that won a show. Now there's only 25 people going to be allowed there, and it's going to be the 25 people with the most points, or if you win 2 shows. If you win multiple shows, you're in, or if you have the most points.
Mm. So who is this gonna benefit the most, do you think?
The viewers.
Well, yes, because no one wants to watch a 8-hour Olympia. We want to
Exactly.
watch, well,
We don't need to
that's,
see 7, 8 call outs of bikini.
yeah. Well,
You know,
that's another thing where it's half of the audience actually, well, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think like half the audience at least are leaving during certain divisions, or is it more?
unless if they don't know somebody on that stage that's in the 6th or 7th call out, you know, that's their time to go get a drink or go to the bathroom or something like that. After second call out to bikini, nobody's paying attention
Hmm.
unless they know somebody that's still up on stage.
I completely agree. When every time I've been there, if the women's division comes up, maybe women's bodybuilding, I'd stay there, but I'd literally leave the auditorium and then try to do interviews in the
Yeah.
hallways.
Well, like he's saying right here in the comment, like only 15 people can place. So why do we
Hmm.
have 67 people in a class? 25 I think is a good number, which there'll be a few more than 25 because I think, you know, you'll have the winners are automatically qualified from the previous years. And so let's say you have 30 people in the show
Right.
in each
That's
of it. That's
still less
still
than
not,
120.
yeah, 50, 60 people or so in classic, men's physique, and bikini.
Hmm.
So I think it'll make it much, much more entertaining to watch.
100%. Yeah. For the fans, for the promoters, everyone I think is going to be benefiting from this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't ever want to do this in the first place because they pay for everybody to go to the Olympia. They pay for your hotel and your flight and everything. This is saving the Olympia a ton of money.
Yeah. Like tens of thousands,
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands, I don't know.
They would pay for 3 nights in a hotel and your flight.
Right. And those flights could be crazy
And
priced
yeah, depending on
if
where
you're
you're
coming
coming
across the
from.
world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. So in the rules, if let's see, so what Dan's saying here from Bodybuilders Without Borders is it's 25 plus the 8 auto qualifiers for the specific divisions, and no matter what, if you win 2 shows, you're automatically in.
Right.
So this, I guess what I was kind of getting at was what this is going to best support and help is the competitors that are going to do multiple shows instead of just doing some tiny one-off bikini show in LA and then you win that. That doesn't guarantee you that you're going to go to the Olympia. And
No, I
I
think you're going to
love that.
have to do more than one show.
Right. Which is going to increase the competition pool. This isn't for open, I don't believe, or is it? It does say it.
Uh,
Systems for men's open.
no, it says on the right, the open, it says, uh, you'll see, it says top 3 from the Olympia and winner of each contest.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for men's open and for women's bodybuilding
And 212.
and 212, and then the other women's whatever. No disrespect. It's just you can't
Pretty
cover
much the
everything.
ones that don't ever have 60 people in it,
The
anyways.
ones that don't have issues, yeah,
Yeah. You know,
they get to win the show and come to the Olympia. But
yeah.
for the divisions that have promoters kind of abusing the system and having over 100 bikini qualifier shows, we're gonna start adding some stipulations there. And I love to see it. I think the points are gonna help, especially with classic. There's just so many guys. I don't know if I want to say it waters down the Joe Weider legacy, but it does something to where we're now complaining about the Olympia instead of being excited for it.
Yeah. So we got one more year to drudge our way through all these competitors, and then next year it'll be much more enjoyable to watch.
Yep. Uh, well, I will say from a journalist point of view, I actually enjoy having the extremely long call outs, because if you have the first call out of Classic Physique come out and then everyone else comes out, that gives me a good hour or so to get my edits done and get the video out in time. So kind of a funny way to look at it, but it's not that doesn't benefit everyone. No one wants to
Yeah.
watch 2.5 hours of Classic. We want to see the top 25. I think that's a
Yeah.
perfect number.
Exactly.
'Cause that's what, 4 call outs max.
Yeah. And if honestly, all right, if I made it to the Olympia in Open, which I was is my goal, obviously, and I would be proud if I got to the Olympian Open and got last place. That's
Hmm.
fine. But if I got to the Olympia and I was last place out of 67 people, like, come on. I mean,
The
is
very
that
last out
really?
of 60 people would.
It's cool to say you went to the Olympia, but like, okay, you're like, I'd be more proud to say I won the Tampa Pro than to say I got 67th at the Olympia.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people say, like, "Oh, I'm an Olympian." They don't say,
Yeah.
like, what they placed,
Well,
unless
I
they're
mean,
a
you
top
can.
10.
My Instagram profile says that two-time Olympian. It doesn't say what I placed, which my best placing was 11th,
Yeah.
but I beat some legends in that
Hmm.
with that 11th place.
Hmm.
Uh, David Henry, Hidetani Yamagishi.
Yeah.
Beat some
And
good
and
people, but
yeah, Hide's still going. That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, Todd's going
yeah.
hard in the chat right now.
But that's true. But he's got some good points, man. I mean, honestly, they with that old system, but they kept adding new divisions. It just kept getting more and more ridiculously long, And now they're gonna have fit model too.
Yep. So now we get to watch 25
Hooters,
semi-conditioned ladies
Hooters calendar
competing.
girls.
Yeah, the the car wash division. The
I say that,
the
but I have a friend that just turned pro at North Americans in fit model. But
mhm.
she was a bikini competitor a few years ago, hadn't competed in a few years, and then jumped on stage in fit model and went pro. You know, it
Mhm.
is.
The question is, do they add a men's fit model for the people that don't want to get as big as
don't
men's physique?
don't even bring it up, please.
Don't speak it into existence.
Yeah. Oh, we can't start talking about it. Something will happen.
Well, luckily, we're not going to get into it,
It's
but
like speaking
luckily,
Beetlejuice's name or something.
right. Luckily, men's wellness didn't become a thing.
God, that would have been so bad. Let's not talk about that again. Freaking, you'll
No.
start bringing up that guy's pictures again. I had nightmares.
Yesterday's podcast was the first time in, I think, 2 months we have not brought up that person. So I think we're on a really good streak right now. If we could just
You
take a
just brought
break.
him up. You
Well,
ruined
no,
the streak.
we're not bringing him up.
Okay, yeah.
uh, Now this is an interesting thought. Todd says the Olympia should be invite only. I don't
I
know.
don't
Then
know if
what's
I
the
agree
point
with
of
that one.
competing then?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that one because I mean,
Yeah, you got to have
I
qualifying.
feel like that's what sets the Olympia apart from the Arnold is that that's how you become ranked the number one bodybuilder in the world. Not because you got invited there, because then what if they didn't invite someone that could have beat you?
True.
Like you qualified and the other best in the world qualified to be there, and then you find out who the best of the best is. But if they're doing an invite, they might just not invite somebody that could have beat all of you.
Mm, yeah, I think I'm with Jason on this one. I like, despite how much I complain about certain things, I do like how the Olympias ran. I like the qualifying system. Maybe they add some kind of like preliminary where you can chop some people off, but I think that the 25 is good. We don't have an issue with men's open. classic, men's physique, all
They
those.
had to say hi.
Hello. Like say hi to all the fans. He's like, "Do I get more walks tonight?"
Say the word.
No. We gotta get you headphones.
It's 9:15 here. I am not taking
I
a
know.
wrong one.
Oh, we got you for about 5 more minutes if you can hang in there. This is interesting. Dylan must have sent all of his goons to us because Lou is here, and I know that Lou Ho is from the top 20 show. Um, Xavier and Dylan at the Olympia in men's fitness.
Yeah.
I know Xavier Wills is going to be getting ready to do something next year.
You think
So
so?
yeah, he was saying he wanted to, dabble in the stuff again and kind of see what happens. And I'm, well, right now I'm just trying to get the body fat down, but I I need to hire someone that knows what they're doing with the performance enhancing, and actually look at like what's safe, what's reasonable. Jason's like, I know a thing or two. Well, I've asked you about the peptides and stuff, and you just like, oh yeah, well this one's good and this one's good. But maybe I just have to throw some money at you to actually like build me something and one teach me what's what and what things do and what the side effects are, and then the rest of it, the dosaging and what's recommended, what you can get away with, what you shouldn't do.
Just shoot me a message on what your specific goals are, and I'll
Yeah,
shoot you a list of the ones I would recommend first,
yeah,
like the
yep,
priority ones, and then there's others that are good but not as
mm,
priority as the ones I would recommend right off the bat.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm for leaning out and just performance and stuff like that, like the SLUPP, the GW 501 516, things like that. It's just going to give you more fat burning, more energy, and you know more endurance for your workouts and
mm-hmm,
your cardio.
yep, yeah. That I know you talked about the one that would help kind of heal the shoulder up a little bit.
The
Um,
BPC and TB 500. Yeah.
yeah, that would be, if I could get this shoulder to not hurt anymore, and I could get within striking range of stage condition, that would be fun. I'd love to do. Well, at that point, I'd be enhanced, so I couldn't get my natural pro card, but it's not the end of the world. Um, yeah, just getting back on stage would be nice. It's been a long time. Um, I'd like to do classic in bodybuilding, but I don't think I'm gonna have the size to really compete with those guys. So it's like, then I just do men's physique? Because it's like, well, then I'm shitting on the I'm doing what I've been shitting on.
Well, I say just you got to do what you are passionate about. Like
And I love classic. I
if
love
you
posing.
don't like men's physique, like you just don't like. Not that you don't like some of the people that compete in it, but you don't like the division for yourself. You don't want to
No, I'm
compete
not
in
against it like that. I just shit on it because
it.
I think it's just that's what people have always done.
Well, like for me,
But I
like
love the
I
division.
have a lot of men's physique clients, but I personally would never compete in men's physique.
That would be
I wouldn't
iconic.
do it.
Like when Antoine did the posing trunks, that's what
Yeah,
you would look like,
I
but
just would never do
twice
it.
the size.
And I would honestly, if I did decide to do it, and I would have very low motivation because I'm not passionate about it. You're more passionate about classic. You're going to have more motivation to push yourself in the gym and with the diet and everything
Yeah,
because you're passionate about the classic.
right. And I know what I look like in
Yeah.
posing trunks in bodybuilding esque stuff.
Random side note: Did you see who was it? Was it Lil Jon or somebody just did a men's physique
Yeah, I
show?
did see that. What a wild story.
That was insane. I randomly saw. I was like, "This is a joke, right?" But I was like, "No, he got like third place at the Muscle Beach thing. It's not like an NPC thing or anything
No,
out
no,
there, but like, yeah." I was like, "Is this serious?"
no.
That was wild.
I I have no idea who talked him into that, but
I don't know. I saw
it's
the post. It said something like he just hopped off the plane and went and did it.
yeah. Well, maybe if he's staying in shape. Oh, they're talking about Big Ramy in these ones. They say He won the Olympia off of an invitation, so maybe the idea of invitation only isn't a bad thing.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
he won yeah, but not everybody. Nobody else was invited. Everyone else qualified.
Right.
You know.
Derek did the
Well, I
invitational,
mean,
and he got
for that year when Big Ramy won.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think you could switch it to be the same model as the Arnold. Like the Arnold is the Arnold.
Yeah.
The Olympia is the Olympia. It's I don't know. It's an interesting thought. I don't think it's going to get a lot of traction though.
Yeah.
Loho is saying essentially classic physique's too big nowadays.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think because classic physique has grown so much, they need to wear the classic physique. I mean, men's physique has grown so much, they need to wear the classic physique trunks that were from the first year classic physique.
yeah, I remember those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against that because some
Well,
of these
if you
guys actually have good legs.
look at my Instagram, and I posted a throwback from North when I did North Americans, and you see those shorts, and I'm like, that is like literally what they should be wearing. It's like more of the like the that other bodybuilding organization has that like fitness model division or something for men,
I
muscle
can't.
model.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's not the post I was talking about, but because that was later on they had changed the no go up
Up.
you went way past it. No down.
I must have missed it.
The most muscular there in the mirror. Yeah, and then go over.
Oh, oh yeah, it was a little bit
Yeah,
longer.
that was 2016. So that was like the original trunks that they had us wear.
I remember when they came out. Yeah, and I was like, this is not it.
No, it looked like underwear on stage.
Well, yeah, it does. It looks like you just drop your trousers and you're doing some posing,
Yeah,
and then you just can't see the glutes. And it's
no,
like
not
I
at
want to
all.
see the
But
glutes.
yeah, but for the men's physique division, I think that would be legit, especially now that they're actually judging the legs more. They want them to have their
Right.
shorts filled out more.
Yeah. And there are swim trunks that look like this. I used to own a pair of like European trunks like this.
Yeah,
Hmm. I would not be opposed to some more revisions to men's physique to complement the guys that are training legs because that is I'd say that's the only critique I have because I
yeah,
actually have good legs for what it is, and I feel like if I wore posing trunks I'd be doing myself a disservice as that's my best body part is my legs.
yeah. And I mean, there's a good amount of men's physique guys that have decent legs.
Yeah,
They're not big enough.
100%.
They're not big enough for classic, but they look good for what they are. Yeah,
A
I
little bit
think.
more legs, yep, I would agree. And Arnold, yeah, well, Arnold said it the last time, and then what's the guy Ollie, he's like, well,
Yeah,
I'm not doing the Arnold anymore. It's like,
he got all butt hurt.
yeah, I mean, I appreciate him standing on principles, but I don't know. Sometimes you just got to let the seniors be
For
seniors.
one, it's Arnold. Arnold's known for freaking like clowning on people and like I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. Do
Yeah,
the vacuum. Do the vacuum.
I turned pro at the same show as Keon actually, and neither of us won the overall.
Mm.
We both. I got beat by 1 point by the guy that won the overall, and then me and Keon got. I think that was. I don't know if it's that show. Maybe it was a different show. We worked out together right after the show. Yeah, no, that was a good one. It was 2017 Junior USA's. Me and Keon both turned pro, and the guy that beat us did like one pro show, and then I think he coaches people now, but
Okay.
he did like one pro show and then dropped off.
That
So,
does happen. Yep.
but he
Yep.
can always say he beat Keon.
That is a statement, just like the Zach guy that beat Nick Walker.
I don't think you have to worry about us saying it's Dave Palumbo.
No, definitely not our favorite physique.
Although he
Um,
did walk up to me while I was working out at in Pittsburgh this past week.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he was like, "Dude, you look huge. You look amazing. What are you weighing right now?" I was like, "I think I'm around 240." And he's like, "Oh man, yeah. You just got to keep getting huge, man. Keep getting bigger. Keep getting bigger." And and then I get home and I'd lost like 6 pounds, and I was like, "Dang, I was not 240."
nope.
Like I had I had eaten a lot of food up in Pittsburgh. I thought I was gaining weight, and I freaking lost 6 pounds. But
Yeah, that'll never make sense to me. Uh,
but what was this question? Who was our favorite physique of
favorite
all time?
physique ever for both of us.
God, that's hard because it's like there's a favorite physique from each era. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Kevin Levrone physique.
Mm, yeah,
That's but if you're going off of who I think has the most complete physique, then man, I almost would say like 2013 Phil Heath.
yeah. It's either 13 or 11.
Yeah, I was trying to decide between 11 and 15.
Yeah, the age old question.
Like
Yep.
11, he was a little smaller, but he had a smaller waist and everything flowed so well.
Mm,
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it'd be one of those. Then it could also be freaking Lee Haney.
yeah. Lee, I think Lee's a little underrated on my list because I just never
Yeah.
got to watch a lot of his stuff. My favorite bodybuilder is Kai Green. I talked about him earlier this episode. He'll always be my favorite. The energy he brought, the physique. I mean,
A couple of his posing routines are just unforgettable for sure.
yeah, yeah. The Diana,
Yeah.
the Diana posing routine is, yeah. But yeah, I don't think he had the best physique. I mean, Kai or
Yeah,
Phil
exactly.
probably is my favorite because I didn't like Phil when he was the gift. When he was dominating, I did not like him at all. I liked Kai. I was like, why is Kai always getting screwed? And
I
that's
think
kind of what,
I think that was the consensus from most people. And then as soon as like Phil was done, everyone started to like him
yes,
again.
yes, we loved him then. We're like, please
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played a good hero villain. Like he literally had a T-shirt that said hero villain,
Yeah.
or
But I
maybe
think a
villain
lot of it
hero.
was that Generation Iron documentary too. Kind of painted him as the bad guy. He was given everything. He was the gift, and then they put Kai Green in this dumpy apartment that he didn't actually even live in anymore.
Right,
you
right.
know.
Huh. Yeah. So Luho or Loho, that would be our answer for that.
Yeah, kind of a
Um,
roundabout answer of
yeah,
several people, but
Todd has a very spicy question. Um,
I you mean like with another athlete I was competing against with, or like an athlete I was coaching? Because honestly, I don't. I've kind of gotten along. Like, there's a couple people that I wouldn't really be like good friends with or anything, but I kind of get along with pretty much anyone. I don't ever start beef with
yeah,
people backstage or
it's
at
it's
shows.
bodybuilding. Like, just get on stage, do your thing, touch some elbows if you want. Um, it doesn't have to be dramatic, you know.
You know what? I actually do have an answer to that now that I thought about it, but I don't know if I want to start any drama.
Right. That's yeah. I don't know if that's the kind of views we want to get right off the bat.
Well, it wasn't even technically me. It was my friend. We were both competing at the Universe in 2015. It was my
Mm,
first year competing in the NPC, and I was no, I was bodybuilding. There was no classic yet, and my roommate was men's physique, and we were both competing at the Universe. And he was a huge fan of Sadiq,
mm,
and he saw him in the lobby of the hotel, And he's like, dude, let's go meet him. I was like, okay, sure. I walked over there with him, and there was another guy trying to meet him at the same time. And I try to put it off. Like, everyone has a bad day. Maybe he was dieting hard. Maybe he was tired, hungry. I don't know. So I try to put it off. But our fans are what our followers, our fans. Like, that's why we have a career.
Yep.
So, like, I'm appreciative of anybody that even knows my name. Like, I'm shocked sometimes when people actually, I'm sitting around at a show and people come up to meet me and I'm like, oh, you know me? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so when we walked over there and someone else was trying to meet him and he just looked at the guy and he's like, can't you see I'm in the middle of a fucking conversation? Give me a few minutes and maybe I'll take a picture with you. And I just like looked at my roommate and I'm like, you want to meet that guy? And he's like, well, not anymore. And then we just turned around.
Yeah, you can't. You can't let your guard down even for a second with something like that, because that leaves an impression for decades.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally. That was 2015, and I still remember that. And he could have been just having a really bad day. Something could have gone wrong. I don't know, but like, when you got a fan coming up to want to meet you and take a picture with you, you can't talk like that.
Yeah, 100%. Hmm. Well, let's flip it. What's your best experience with an athlete? From I know you're a pro bodybuilder, so it's kind of awkward and weird, but like, what's your best experience? I mean, maybe besides Kevin, the one
I
you
was
just had.
literally
That
about to
was
say, well,
I
that
know
was
you
very
cheater.
recent experience with Kevin LeBron.
Yes,
That was such an awesome experience.
absolutely. Yep.
But man, I don't know. Like, I've had a lot of really cool experiences with a lot of people. So like, you know, I've been fortunate enough to meet a ton of people that were all like really cool. So just people in my generation of bodybuilding. I've made a lot of good friends. You know, Brett Wilkins always been really cool. Like, me and those pictures of North Americans that you pulled up earlier, that was that was the show that Chris Bumstead turned pro at.
Mm.
And I went out to eat. That was the first time I met Chris, and I went out to eat with him after the show. Him and Melissa and Ian, and we all went out to dinner together after the show. I would say Chris is, for as blown up as he has become,
Yeah.
he's still like an actual good guy and like humble and like down to earth. Like, it's surprising that he can still be chill like that. And
Right.
you know,
Because he's in the stratosphere now. It's
yeah,
so strange to just come back down and be normal.
yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Like, I mean, yeah, there's just I don't know. I've gotten to meet so many. Like, every time I see Justin Compton, he's like the coolest guy ever, nicest guy. We always chat and everything like that. You know, man, there's Jordan Hutchinson's an awesome guy. Talk with him all the time. Uh, you know, just really, I haven't had any really bad experiences with people that I've gotten to meet. Yeah, I don't know. I can't pick out one experience besides what I was originally going to say, Kevin LeBron. Like, training with Tom Platts was awesome. That was really cool. He destroyed me, but
Yeah, he always does. He always destroys everyone. Yeah.
oh yeah. Any video you see of Tom Platts, it's not an exaggeration. That's actually how he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's screaming in your face, even
Wow.
at 70 years old or
Yeah.
however old he is in your face screaming at you with so much intensity.
He knows his brand. It works.
Yeah,
Being a trainer, like, uh, that's you just got to learn your styles, and also you need to learn like how people receive feedback is also huge. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think. I mean, I know it's going to sound super sappy, but I would say that I have a combo. doing the Olympia recap with you in person was probably my like highlight, I think, of my career. And then also one of my very first interviews was with Ian Valier at like 1:30 in the morning in Las Vegas after weigh-ins. I was the only journalist out there, and I was just camping, and when people would come by, they're just exhausted, just dying, and I'm like, hey Hunter, hey Ian, and I probably got like 4 or 5 amazing interviews then. And
Awesome.
Ian
Yeah.
was just so friendly. um, I've never felt a man's delts where it felt like it was so big. Like I just held his shoulder and I was like, it didn't feel
He's like,
human.
what's going on in here?
It did not feel like a shoulder. It felt like he was wearing like shoulder pads with like
Yeah.
ribs in it. He was
Yeah.
ribbed essentially. He was ribbed
Yeah.
for my pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned Ian. Ian's always been really cool every time I've talked to him. Same with Hunter. You mentioned Hunter, always been super nice talking to him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I give him a lot of shit, but he's a phenomenal person.
And
Despite
Keon,
like,
and not going open. You got Keon is always he literally messages me today. He messages me all the time, and just he's what 5 weeks out from the Olympia, and he'll send me like motivational messages.
like
Like
another level of
yeah.
person.
So yeah, there's so many like talk to Terrence. Terrence is always really cool. So
Terrence,
there's
I
really
love watching Terrence's career all the way from like when he was in the Air Force. I used to
yeah.
watch his YouTube, and then now he's one of the top classic competitors in the world. Like, holy shit, that Terrence is crazy. I'd love to interview Terrence. That would be a fun one. But then I get stuck in like being a fanboy. It's I'm I don't know. I think I'm the best kind of journalist because I'm actually a fan.
Yeah, that video was ridiculous. I had just flown in the day before that too, and I was like
Oh no.
1 week post Arnold Classic.
Uh huh.
So my strength was not the best, but I gave it everything I got. I was like, I'm training with Tom. I got to go nuts. And I literally, my whole body was convulsing. It was a cool experience, though.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world. That's I'm going to take advantage of Dallas as much as I can, and I'm going to find all the people that are training out of
Yeah,
Destination and
there's so many good
Powerhouse.
bodybuilders in Dallas. Yeah, you'll have a
Yeah,
blast out there.
I'm going to figure out how to get. Now I know I'm in an RV, but I'm not going to pull the RV to Dallas every weekend to do interviews. So I got to find an easier way of like a mobile podcast setup, tripod, probably like the microphones like we did at the Olympia, and just try to maybe like twice a month drive out there,
No, that would be
train,
pretty a funny thing.
interviews,
Just like turn your mobile home into a
have
podcast
people
studio.
just well
Just
because
pull up to the gym and be like, "Come get in my van.
whoever's out there,
I've got protein."
yeah, hey, I got free protein. Anybody want to do a quick interview?
Yeah, that
It
would
would
be
be pretty
fun.
funny because people could literally walk in, sit on this couch. I could set the camera up in a wide shot and just
It would be pretty cool. It's
so
a cool idea, actually,
yeah,
though.
it's
But
like
it
so.
would be funny.
Tell me about your prep. How's everything going?
Like
That would
once you
be a
really
vibe.
like took off a bit, people would be excited to go. Oh, it's the bodybuilding podcast van.
Yep.
People would be pumped to do it. But then you
Mm-hmm.
would have to take it everywhere because everyone would be looking for it.
Everybody been looking for the RV, or I'd
Yeah,
have to have what I
if you
want to
drag it to
do.
Vegas, you'd have to.
Yep. What I want to do is actually have either a van, which sounds creepy, like do like a tall sprinter van.
Yeah,
Either do that or do some kind of trailer where I can model it to be a studio,
yeah,
and it can go with me wherever I want.
yeah,
Leave the RV at home, let Ellen and the kid live, but then have something that I can take to shows, get it wrapped, get it designed, put Jason's
yeah,
face there, put my face, have it all done, and then people know when they see that they're like, "Oh, that's the BNN van."
yeah. That would be pretty
The
cool.
that I think that would be, and it would cut down our cost at the well. You and Ashley probably still have to get a room to be human, but I would be sleeping in the podcast van.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Ashley would be down with that. I would.
Hey man, I
I
could
could
set up
pass
with like
out
a
on the.
triple bunk. That'd be
I could
fun.
pass out on the floor or on a bed, on a couch or whatever. But Ashley probably not down with
No, no, she's be like, I'm not sleeping in a van with your
it.
buddy.
Yeah,
Oh, the rumors, yeah. No, I think the van I think would be a good move,
yeah. I think
but
that'd be really cool.
going to Dallas is going to be a big thing for me. Budgeting that, the time, coordinating interviews. Yeah, that's going to be in just a couple weeks. I'm
Exciting though.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Well, shit, Jason. Anything
yeah.
else
It's getting late. Lau, if you want to quick talk about the list for that came out for Italy
for
before
Italy?
I
Yeah,
head
let's
out.
hit it real quick.
I still got to eat one more meal before bed, but we can. It was a huge list.
Yeah.
It's like 23 names on it or something.
Let's see here. Again, I was literally.
Surprisingly, not that Stefan guy though. That
Oh
everyone thought was
yeah.
doing it. He was not on the list.
Mm,
So I don't know what happened there.
yeah. Again, shout out to Nick Strength and Power for always being amazing. I was literally watching the video before this.
Yeah,
We're not going to run through the list, but
there's
who are
so
some of
many.
the big names that jump out to you?
Well, I mean, just starting from the top and going down, the ones I know of that are going to come in shape probably and look really good. You got Lewis Breed, who's just stacked with muscle and he's always grainy condition.
Percent. Yep.
Tim Budesheim, not the prettiest shape, but another one that's got a lot of muscle and comes in peeled. Um, I'll be interested to see what Kubo looks like.
I was thinking if you were going to mention him or not. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I don't.
him. He's been wanting
I
to
talked to
grow.
him not too long ago, and he's excited to do it. But he's also the guy that's like, he's also coaching.
Big on coaching. Yeah.
Well, he's coaching Mark Henry or Mark Hector.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That
He's
would be
coaching Mark
interesting.
Hector, so he's doing the show and coaching Mark. So
Yeah.
I
Is the physique going to suffer, or are you going to pull the hat trick?
well, or is he just he's worried about bringing his best, but wants Mark to win too? Like he's
True.
a good coach, and I think he's a very realistic coach as well.
Yeah.
Just a realistic person. So, like, does he think he could beat Mark? I don't know. I think
Mm.
he's going to bring his best and wherever the cards land. But I think Mark Hector's. So I do um the Fuad's whole fantasy league thing.
But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, just for fun. I was like, why not?
I missed out at it. Yeah, I'll have to do more. I need to watch his content more. I'm kind of
But
falling off
I
the
just put
train.
all my predictions on for this show, and I'll just tell you what my predictions were. I put Quentin winning, Mark Hector in second. I think I had. I should pull it up because I don't even remember now. I don't remember who I had after that. Maybe Sergio.
Sergio, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see what Urs looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big.
I think is going to be a good like fourth or fifth pick.
Yeah, because it's. I mean, we haven't seen him big and shredded.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I don't know what is he still going to be lacking? Like his arms are usually a lacking body part. His back could be a little better. But like is that because he has to suffer to make weight so much and now that he doesn't, are those areas going to be filled up? Let's see. Okay, so I had Quentin, Sergio, Mark, Urs, Theo, Lewis
Ooh.
Breed,
Ooh.
Amir,
Okay.
Budashim,
Okay.
William Martins, and Hussein Kalate.
Okay. Yeah, Hussein, that'll be an interesting one because I know he was a good 212 guy. And then I don't know if I've really seen him since then.
He do an open show earlier this year, like Toronto or something.
Maybe he did, yeah.
I think he jumped
Maybe.
into the open in Toronto earlier this year.
Mm.
So
Huh.
and then honestly, besides Cuba, I really don't know the rest of the guys. So I just kind of placed them randomly.
Yeah. I think Monazur, we might see him in that top 10.
Yeah,
He's won a show before. I think he won Monster Zim in Korea.
really.
I mean, I actually haven't looked at the list, so I'm just grabbing names as I see
This
them.
this year he won it.
No, no, no. A couple years ago.
No, you're right. I just looked at his page. He is does say he's an Olympian.
Okay, thank God. I was like, I'm pretty sure I remember him.
Yeah,
Um, Thomas Tabassiar is moving up from 212, so I don't know how good he's going to be in this lineup, but that'll be a fun one to see. That's about it for me. I think William Martins and
yeah.
Amaragic, I think those guys are going to move up ahead of Theo. I don't know if Theo has the size to compete. Um, I
I
think the
think
only shows he
Theo's
really
bigger
wins
than
are the ones that are
I think
smaller.
Theo's bigger than he portrays. Like when he's standing
You think
next to
so?
someone, I think yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he hasn't posted anything super recent. I don't think. I think he posted something a little while back. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's a big list. You know, besides Quint, Sergio.
because all
Yes, I don't know. Like this, he doesn't look like he's even his trademark conditioning. But I know he always comes in like
Conditioned,
really
good,
conditioned.
good posing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be nervous to put this in a top six, even though he's a multi-time Olympia competitor.
That's the thing. I think he's the only one that's a multi-time Olympian in here.
Right. In this, yeah, yeah. I'd be super happy if Sergio won this show, to be honest. I think
I
it's
figure if he doesn't win it, he'll probably go do Germany a week later.
yeah,
Is
yep.
it a week
Yeah,
later?
I think so. Yeah, it's coming right up.
It's
Yep.
got to be quick because it's the last one for the Olympia.
Yes. Yeah, I think Sergio's due for a win. Um, I'd like to see Mark Hector win. I'd like to see Quinton win.
I know
I
you
mean,
can only have two. You got to have this one
well,
in Germany.
I gosh darn it, I said it a lot earlier in this year. People are waiting till the end of the year to qualify, and then you have all these amazing talents that aren't going to make it.
Yep.
So people should not have been sleeping on those shows, and they should have gotten ready. I know it's not ideal for prepping; you got to peak twice and all that crap. But guess
To
what?
me, it's not even about that. It's just about when my physique could have been ready. I would have. I really wish I
Mm,
could have done some earlier shows in the year. But
yep,
after getting rhabdo last year and having to take 6 months of completely off and just
you needed the break.
yeah, my body needed time before I could go back into a prep. So I would like to be able to do a spring show next year though,
Mm,
something earlier in the year. It sucks they moved
yeah,
Detroit even earlier because I would have shot for Detroit, but now it's like it's before the Arnold.
yeah. Detroit would. I think that's going to be a fun show. I'm looking forward
Who's
to
gonna
buying
do
some
it?
cool swag.
I assume everyone that applies for the Arnold and doesn't get an invite will do Detroit because when you apply for the Arnold, you don't find out if you get accepted or not until you already like 12 weeks out. You should have already been in prep for 4 weeks. So like you kind of apply and then start prep and hope you get the invitation, and then you find out like 10 to 12 weeks out whether you're invited or not.
Mm.
I wish they would fix that.
Yeah,
let
like
us
maybe
know,
give you
let us
like
know 16 weeks out.
either 16 weeks or like be like, hey, you're on the final list of yes or no. Like maybe like more communication. I
Yeah,
don't know what kind of communication you get. Like because like I know Justin
none.
Badarina, he applied for it last year and he didn't
Yeah,
get it. But like then what? Then I mean you already started, so you're already on all the
yeah.
the,
Pick a
the
show
good the
that's as
good
close
stuff.
to it as possible.
Yep.
So, I mean, that would be, that's why I assume anyone that applies but doesn't get the invite will probably end up at Detroit, and then
Yeah,
whatever's right after.
which I hope so, because I liked Detroit last year, but it wasn't as deep as it could have been.
True. Yeah.
I'd like to see some like real top talent in there. I mean,
I'll do it.
William Bonek is phenomenal, but final, hell yeah, you might as well. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good show. The lighting was phenomenal, and you're gonna have good competition, and you know the show's gonna be run well. So why wouldn't you want to do it?
Timing's going to be tough because my plan currently was to push until the Olympia and then take the rest of the year off in kind of a health phase and then start pushing again in January. But that doesn't, the Detroit's going to be like into February. And so that doesn't, so I'd have to kind of figure out the timing if I do make that plan.
Yeah, it's not a
I'd
lot of
almost kind of
downtime.
need to start my health phase now so that I can start pushing right after the Olympia.
It's not a very short health phase.
But it all depends on my blood work. Start the health phase, get blood work done. If everything's good, I got blood work done at 3 weeks out, and everything was good. So, like, if everything's still good, then I don't, feel like I need too long of health phase.
Yeah. Okay.
So all according to my blood work. If my blood
Yes.
work comes back and it's like, all right, your cholesterol's screwed up, this is screwed up, I'm like, okay, I need a couple months longer health phase. Get everything working right before I go into a prep.
Yeah. That's probably where I should start my own, is get the blood work and see where we're at. I'm sure I'm super healthy, but you never know.
Yeah,
Maybe my
exactly.
testosterone's really low, or maybe there's some like weird shit going on. Like, you never know.
When I was natural, when the guy asked earlier if I did turn pro at the same show as Keon or whatever, me and Keon were both natural then.
Yeah. Hard to believe, but it's true.
I did that show. I did 2 pro shows right after that. I jumped straight into Chicago and then straight into Tampa.
Yeah.
And then I got blood work done. And I still had never touched testosterone, never touched anything. And my testosterone, because just from dieting so hard and staying at such a low body fat, my testosterone came back at like 230. And so the doctor prescribed me testosterone. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm pro now. The doctor gave me testosterone. Let me see what we can do. And that's when I reached out to Aceto just to learn more and get education from him. So that was my prep leading into the Arnold Classic was my first ever cycle. And it was a baby cycle. We never actually increased my testosterone higher than my prescription.
That sounds pretty rare.
For the whole time I was in Classic Physique, the Olympia, 2 Arnolds, never went higher on testosterone than my prescription, which was 200 milligrams a week.
200's not bad. That's very reasonable.
So when I moved up to 212, the Aceto bumped that up to 400.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
we want to be twice the man, so you got to have twice the dose. It's simple math.
But then even when we did open, I think we only went to 500.
Yeah.
It was when I switched to AJ, things went up a little higher.
Yeah, some coaches, give a little more.
Aceto was so chill about it, though. Like, he's like, you're looking good. Why would we add more?
He's not wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
want to change things for no reason.
Healthy too.
Yeah.
So it's like I was looking better and better and better, and I looked healthy. Why would we add more in there? That's just gonna, wreck my insides.
Yep. Yeah. Why make changes to something that is working?
Exactly. So it's time to eat.
Yep, I agree. Anything else, Jason?
I think that's it. Till next week.
Till next week, guys. Instagram, IFBB_Broku for Jason. Check out Final Form Physiques for coaching. And Iron Rebel is his sponsor. Use code BROKU. Check him out on YouTube at jasonlowe-broku. He does a lot of cool content there. And Strat Labs as well for all the delicious straight labs.
Yeah.
I'm illiterate. It's not his fault. It's mine. For all the goodies that they offer.
Yes.
And here, subscribe to the Bodybuilding News Network and let us know what content you want next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, every Wednesday for a new installment of Bodybuilding and Friends with, he's over here for me, Jason Lowe.
I'm on the other side.
Of course. But that's all we got, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.